Okay, this is going to be a crochet along for the drop in the pond. My pattern, it can be found free on my website. The link will be below this video. So see a granny square in the center, and then coming out from the sides of that granny square there are chevrons or partial rows, and this is based on a 7-row granny square. So we're going to start with your granny square that's in the center. You may have seen my other granny square videos. This one will be formed just a little differently. This one here, we're not going to turn our rounds. Unlike all crocheting, you're going to work with a slip knot. Make your slip knot whichever way you like. This is how I do mine. I wrap my tension and then I go behind and I make a 180 degree turn. Then I hold on to that twist, grab the yarn and pull it through. Then I flip the thing over, and that makes a chain stitch, which is also a slip knot. Okay, and what we're going to do is chain 4. I'm not using a magic circle in this case because we want the center ring to be open. So we're going to chain 4 and then slip stitch back into your first chain stitch. In my case, I'm going to go into the twist on that slip knot, and I hold my finger behind it to keep my little space open. Okay, we're going to chain 3 and make 2 double crochet into that ring, and I'm working over my tail as I go. So 2 more double crochet in that ring. Double crochet is a yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, draw through 2. Okay, I'm doing this video assuming you already know how to form your double crochet chain stitches. So if you don't know how to do those yet, I recommend the Back to Basics series. Okay, now we're going to chain 2 for the corner, and then we're going to do 3 more double crochet into the ring. You can hear my son in the background giggling. And my window rattling because of the wind. Okay, so that's 3 double crochet. And you count that chain as a double crochet. It's 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2, 3 double crochet, and if you read the pattern, it says chain 2, 3 double crochet in ring 3 times. Okay, and that's starting here. So I chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. That's twice. Chain 2, 3 double crochet, and that's the 3rd time. Now this is where it's different than the how to crochet a granny square tutorial. I'm doing this all facing one direction, and I want each row to begin in the corner. So this is what you do to accommodate that. You chain 1 and then you make a single crochet into the top of the chain 3. And the single crochet will form half of the hole in the corner, and the chain makes the other half. And the top of your single crochet is kind of like a chain stitch. So I kind of imagine it as that. Okay. Now we're going to do round 2. So we're going to chain 2 instead of 3. And do 2 double crochet around that single crochet. So you go right into the hole, draw up a loop, draw through 2, draw through 2. That's 1. Go in again. That's 2 double crochet. So that's half of your corner for that. Then we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to jump over to the next corner. We're going to make 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the corner, and notice we still have all the right sides facing us. and we're going to do 3 double crochet. Okay, and then chain 2, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, all in that corner space. And you notice when I do the chain 2, I pivot so that when I go around the corner it's facing the right way. Then I'm going to chain 1 again, and then go over to this corner. I'm going to make 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in that corner. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll zoom in just a little bit here. This is a dark yarn, so it might be harder to see. Chain 2, and I chain the 2, so I pivot, and then 3 more double crochet in that corner. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Okay, and it tells you to repeat from the start twice. That's twice more. See, because this was the beginning here where the star was. Okay, and this is once. And now we're going to do the twice. So that was chain 1. Then we're going to do 3 double crochet. And it says in the next chain 2 space, repeat from star twice. Okay, yeah. Then chain 2. And 3 more double crochet in that same space. So this is the second repeat I'm ending. Now chain 1, and then make 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. I'm going to zoom back out again so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so I chain 1, and we're going to finish this corner and put the 3 double crochet. And because we're going to end off our color, we can chain 1 and single crochet into the top of the beginning chain 2, or you can chain 2 and slip stitch into that, but we're going to keep it consistent here. So I'm going to single crochet, and then we end this one off. And so you got your first 2 rows of your center diamond finished. The directions say to end off A and join B. So all you do is you pull up a loop, large loop like this, and then you cut on the other side of the stitching, your working yarn, pull it through, and then it says to join B. And for me, color B is going to be the medium blue or the light blue in this case. And the way I'm going to join my B is I'm going to go right into those loops of that single crochet, just like that. I'm going to leave a couple inches of a tail and catch that yarn, pull it through those 2 loops, and then I'm going to continue working with B for round 3. We're going to chain 2 and then do 2 double crochet around the single crochet again. Let me zoom in so you can see a little better right where I'm putting that hook. So chain 2, go in that hole right around that single crochet, and I'm working over the tail just for these 2 stitches. I'm going to take a yarn needle later and draw in that tail. I think after every 7 rows, that's where I'm going to stop and take a yarn needle and draw in the tails. Okay, So I chained 2 and did two double crochet around the single crochet. Now we're going to chain 1 and make 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to chain 1 again. Then make 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, all in that corner space. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 more, 1, 2, 3. Okay, get some more yarn out here and pull it from my center of my ball here. Okay, and that's next corner finished. Now it says repeat from the star twice. So I have to go back to the little star or the asterisk, and then it says chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, then in parentheses 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. That means you do it all at once in the chain 2 space. So 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and chain 2 space rather. I think I said chain 1. And then repeat from star twice, so we only have one more time to repeat it. So let's go back to the star again. Chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, go back out again. Okay, and then do the 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space for the corner. 1, 2, 3. And of course, if I'm going too fast for you, you know how to pause the video and then catch up. 1, 2, 3. And if you already know how to make a 7-row granny square, I am going to put an annotation to the timestamp for the first part after the 7-row granny square is finished. And you can see the description below the video for those details. Okay, I chain 1 and now I'm going to put 3 double crochet in the chain 1 space because we are done repeating that twice. Now we got to go back to the after the word twice, and it says chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and then do that twice. So I chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, and here's our last chain 1 space. Make 3 double crochet, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to end this the way we did the previous rows. Chain 1 and make a single crochet in the top of that chain 2. Now if you don't like that look with that little darker color right there, when you end off the row before, instead of going in the single crochet the way I did, you can insert your hook into the hole to join your next color of yarn. Okay, now we're going to start round 4. We start the same way we did the previous rounds, with chain 2. Do 2 double crochet around that single crochet. 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to chain 1 and make 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space. And we're going to do that twice. So chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's once. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's twice. Now we're going to chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, just like we've done the previous corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, pivot, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Just repeat from star twice. So you go back to the star, and that's where you chain 1, make 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space twice. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That was the twice. Chain 1, work the corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Chain 1. Okay, well, it was 3 double crochet. Let me back it up. Okay, and it says repeat from start twice. Well, we already did it once, so we got to do it one more time. Now it's chain 1, 3 double crochet in next chain 1 space. 1. If I don't split the yarn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3. Okay, do this again because we do that twice. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Now we do the corner again. Okay, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. All right, so that was repeated. That was the second repeat. So now we go over by the word twice and see what it says to do there. Chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space 3 times. Okay, so chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's once. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's twice. Chain 1, And that last chain one space is the other half of your beginning corner. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to chain one and single crochet in the top of the beginning chain 2, end off B and join C. So we'll go in here, end off B, and if you're not going to join C into that single crochet the way I showed the last round, you can chain one and pull it tight to secure it, then cut off leaving a tail, pull the loop through. And if you want to join your next color without having that little pip showing right there, that little bit, and what you do is when you join the next color, you join it right in the hole. And my color C is going to be white. It's going to be opposite of the one I did in the picture. Okay, so I'm going to just take and leave a 4 inch tail. Just grab that yarn and pull it through for a loop. Chain 1, 2, and if you're doing it without going through that single crochet, you want to chain a 3rd. Okay, this is not in the written instructions. This is just a little optional hint. Okay, so now we're going to round 5. Okay, with C, chain 2 and 2 double crochet around single crochet. Well, the first chain was really my joining slip stitch, and then I chain 2 and 2 double crochet around that single crochet, and I am going to go over the tail of the white just to give it a little more security until I can draw the tail in later, and then I just pull the yarn tail behind my work. Okay, now we're going to chain 1 and make 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space 3 times. So it's 1, 2, 3. That's once. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's twice. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3, and that's 3 times. Next you chain 1, then you work your corner in the next chain 2 space with 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to repeat from the start twice, which is the same thing we did up this side. We're going to do this side and then that side, so that's twice, which is chain 1, make 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space 3 times. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, skip that, do 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's the 3 times right there. Okay, and then we chain 1 and work our corner just like we did before. 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. 1, 2. catch that. 2, 3. All right. Next chain 2 space. This is repeat from start twice. We've already did it once, so let's do it one more time. Chain 1, 3 double crochet, and next chain space. Well, do that 3 times. That's once. Chain 1. 2, 3. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 times. Chain 1, work your corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 3. I'm sorry I'm going so fast, but you can pause this whenever you need to and catch up. And like I said, I'm assuming all of you know already how to do double crochet and chain stitches. If you don't, you will by the end of this project, that's for sure. 3. That was it says repeat from start twice. We've already done that. Now we're going to go on to the next part. Chain 1, 3 double crochet, and next chain 1 space 4 times. So chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's once. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's twice. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 times. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 times. Then you chain 1 and single crochet in the top of your beginning chain 2 to form that corner space. It's round 6. We keep going with the same color. Chain 2, 2 double crochet around the single crochet, and this is pretty much just repeating what we just did. Okay, chain 1 and 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space 4 times. 2, 3. You might be able to hear my puppy in the background playing. You can hear snorting and growling. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that was 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we chain 1 and make our corner. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Then we chain 1, because we're going to repeat from the start twice. We chain 1 and do the 3 double crochet and next chain 1 space 4 times. So we do our sides here. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, and one more time. Chain 1, 1, 2, and a 3. Then chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, which is the corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, pivot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was twice. We need 2 more over on this side here. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we're back to the corner. Chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so then it says repeat from start twice. That was our second repeat. So we move on to the next part. Chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space 5 times. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Once, 1, 1, 2, 3. That's twice. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we end this the same way we ended the other rows. You chain 1 and single crochet in the top of the turning chain and off. See, I'm gonna pull that tight. Got the yarn, and then it says rejoin A. Well, A is my dark in this one. In the pattern that in the picture, it's the opposite. The white is the first color, and of course You can do your color changes any way you like, and you can do your color patterns any way you like. This is just how my pattern's written. Okay, so now I'm going to start back in this corner again, and I'm going to join around that single crochet just with the slip stitch, but pulling up a loop. Leave a tail 3 inches long at least, if not a little longer, and then draw it through. That's the slip stitch. Okay, and then the directions for round 7 with A, chain 2. So I'm going to chain 2 and make 2 double crochet around the single crochet. To do that, I'm also going to work over my tail. 1, 2. And just pull the tail behind your work. Alright, I'm sorry this is such a dark color. Try to put the white edge behind it so you can see better. Alright, now row 7 you do the same way as round 6, except for you have more spaces on the sides. So we're going to chain 1 and make 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space 5 times. So 1, 2, 3. That's once. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. That's twice. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. 4 times. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. 5 times. So you should have 6 shells on this side so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 1 and work your corner. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in that chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Okay, and then repeat from the start twice, just like we did in the previous row, to work your sides, then do your corners. Tell you what, since this is just like the previous row, I'll meet you when I get to this last corner here. Okay, I'm on round 7, and I just did the part, excuse me, I did the part where it says repeat from start twice, and now I'm going to continue after that. It's chain 1, 3 double crochet in next chain 1 space 6 times. So I'm going to make these 6 times. 1. I'm sorry, I bumped my camera. 2. 3. 4. 5. And 6 time is in the original chain space. Then we chain 2 and slip stitch in the beginning of the chain 2, the top of that, and it says break off yarn. So you just slip stitch, pull it up, cut the yarn, pull it through. Now of course you can end it with that single crochet if you want, but we're not going to work into that anymore unless you want that to be your center corner when we do the diamond part. But this is what you should have so far.